Hey guys, it's Ben from My Sports Stop here with Richie Donnell. Today our scouting report is on Takkarist McKinley from UCLA. What do you like about him?
Yeah, this is kind of this year's one-year wonder guy, the guy who kind of came out of nowhere that nobody was really talking about last year and now has flown up our boards into that first-round category. What's to like about him? 10 sacks, 18 tackles for loss. The guy gets after a quarterback. He makes plays in the backfield, shows that next-level explosion, athleticism in order to make those plays. And just his ability to be around the ball and play multiple positions.
Right.
I think in today's day and age, you have to be able to do that.
Right. Now let's just go off of that. You have him as an outside linebacker and not a defensive end. Do you think he'll do better in the league as a linebacker?
Yeah, well, my comparison is Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack was an inside linebacker at Buffalo. When he was drafted to Oakland, he played linebacker. They kind of moved him between the outside and inside because obviously they didn't have Jack Del Rio's 3-4 scheme there. But now they went to a 3-4. Now they're back to a 4-3, and Khalil Mack is playing defensive end. So I see McKinley in that same type of a position where I think he can bounce back and forth if needed. If they say, hey, put your hand in the dirt because we want to get a linebacker out there, he can do that. Hey, play back because we're only going to go with 3 guys in the front. I think he can do that.
Okay.
And I think that's something that's going to drive his value up as he gets on in his career.
Right, and he did run a sub 4.6 in the combine. I think anybody that is a tweener, that's a very good 40, and I think that's really going to help him. And my NFL comparison is actually a guy in the same class as Khalil Mack, Anthony Barr, who also went to UCLA. And I think when Barr was in the draft, he was being scouted specifically as a linebacker, and right now he plays as a 4-3 outside linebacker with the Vikings. And I think Takkarist McKinley might be the same way. I don't think he's going to be looked at as a defensive end. I think he's an effort guy. He's going to be running all over the field, and I think if you put his hand in the dirt in a 3-point position, you're wasting talent.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I think, when you look at certain programs, certain college programs are built on certain things, and I think when you look at UCLA, obviously having Jim Mora there, who is a former NFL head coach and knows what these guys are looking for, can develop players a certain way. And can kind of say, hey, I need you to play defensive end, but we're going to work on all these things for you because your future isn't there. You know what I mean? So you can kind of start to plan that ahead a little bit when you see that. Or, I mean, with today's game now, especially in the Pac-12 conference, you can just line up great athletes at the defensive end position because it's such a heavy passing league out there that you just want your best athlete down in a 3-point stand to get off the ball. And those are all different factors that could factor into why McKinley was a defensive end. But like you said, I think the Anthony Barr comparison is very good just because it's the same school, it's the same process, and I think a lot of teams are going to look for that same result.
Right, and where do you see him going in the draft?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a first-round pick. I've seen him as high as just right outside of 10. I don't think he gets that high, especially with the surgery that he has to have now that the combine's over. I think could hurt him a little bit. But if he lasts past 25, I think you're looking at a steal in the late back of that first round.
Yeah, I have him a little later. I think he's going to be picked somewhere between 25 and 32. And it just seems like at the end of every first round every year, we have 2 or 3 guys who were just shocked, like, how is he not a first round pick?
Right.
And I think this could be a guy. I mean, look, like you said, he was a one-year wonder. He's a very raw football player. And, I mean, in a class full of, tweeners, he might be the odd man out.
Yes, and that's very possible.
Yeah, but I think he will be a steal, though, if he is selected in the second round.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to go on our website, mysportstop.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more original videos.